Alrighty. Welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner Classic Known Classics. This is episode number 2054 and Doubleshot 1948. I have one trade from Boom Studios and the other one's from Titan Comics. First up, we have Mighty Morphin Volume 1. And it's not called Mighty Power Rangers, it's just simply called Mighty Morphin. Yeah, this collects the first 4 issues of the series, and unlike the last Power Rangers trade I actually reviewed, one I reviewed digitally or one check in the library, this one, I own this one. Yep, I own it. I actually recently just got today Volume 2 for this one. Mostly, but we do explore who the heck this Green Ranger is. It is not Draken. Nope, it is actually someone named Matt. Yes, someone who's probably, I think he's original to the series. That's who the Green Ranger is. I'm like, okay, interesting. And mostly put what happens to the issues, well, this is still kind of set during season 2, I'd say before the end of the season. Well, they still have the Ranger suits. Of course, we also have this girl who, Candace, who actually is supposed to be Skull's girlfriend, who turns out to be from Eltar, like Zordon. And basically, the whole point of the issues is set up the Eltarian War, which is a story arc that will take up both this series and Power Rangers. And mostly put, basically, there's also hints of Rhea's possible return here. That doesn't happen until season 3. In case you're curious. We also get a little bit of Zordon's time before it became trapped in his time vortex. And just really fun stuff here when it comes to Power Rangers. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was really good. Yeah, and this is basically your new Green Ranger, Matthew Cook. Yep, but this, really good. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. It's that good. Alright, next up we have is Doctor Who, Empire Wolf. This was a mini-series written by Jody Hauser, which, as you can feature in the cover, oh yeah, is that Rose Tyler? Kind of yes, but not really. This actually is her daughter. And who the two guys wrapped up? Those two, believe it or not, are the Matt Smith Doctor and the Paul McGann Doctor, the 8th Doctor. Yes, these two appear in this story, which is interesting though. Rose actually meets both Matt Smith and Paul McGann for the first time, because the only doctors she's ever met are the Chris Eccleston Doctor, and of course she's also met the War. She never met the War Doctor. That was just someone looked like her, took her form. And of course, David Tennant's Doctor. David Tennant's Doctor is only in this book briefly. Yeah. Yeah, so Rose basically is doing her own thing. With a version of... she's here with a version of 10th Doctor, and of course she disappears, and of course she meets up with the Paul McGann Doctor. Yes, who, by the way, I believe this is the outfit he wore from the movie. And he runs into the Centaurans. Now, I should point out that a lot of Paul McGann stories were told via novels and audio dramas. I have also heard that, according to the episode Night of the Doctor, the audio dramas, specifically the 8th Doctor ones, are all canon. How, you might ask? Well, the reason why all those are deemed canon was because this Doctor mentioned every single companion he had during that time period. So, after seeing them, and of course, Doctor meaning the Paul McGann Doctor, I go inside the TARDIS and we see the Matt Smith Doctor with his fez. And he runs some other aliens in here. We see his robot. He comes up, basically a particular player here. Yeah, basically Empress Rose's ultimate version of this character. I have a daughter, but she does have a daughter, but not her. Yep. Of course, the Silurians are the only ones here. Believe it or not. Yeah, actually the Centaurs. Yeah, the Centaurians. Yeah, interesting though. It features them here. Yeah, this is a really fun book that features them. Yep, and of course, well, she goes back home and basically like where everything's kind of back normal. This was at the time when I first read it when it first came out. This actually was the second comic book I read that featured the Paul McGann Doctor. They actually did have miniseries published by them. Now, I've also reviewed Also Current, which is an excellent miniseries. Now, I met the writer Jodie Hauser, excellent person to meet. From what I read, how she got the job of writing the 13th Doctor, because that was the first book she wrote for Doctor Who. Apparently, Titan Comics asked her twice. First time, she turned him down. Second time, basically, she realized her mistake, and she accepted the part of basically writing 13th Doctor. And, of course, she's writing the Doctor Who comics since then. This book is really good, and I'm going to give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. I enjoy reading Doctor Who comics. They're really good. One comic book for Doctor Who I've always wanted to review, but I've never got my hands on it, is Star Trek Generation Doctor Who Assimilation Squared. I've always wanted to get hands on this book. The problem is it's difficult to find, sadly. But yeah, that's particularly it for this particular review. I would do another comic corner, but I need one to take a break. And of course, work on basically some Bleach. But that'll come after you do some comics books, okay? Yeah, I'm actually about 3 weeks behind in reading comics, so I'm slowly trying to catch up, okay? Next video. Bye.